Brock Lesnar's unexpected WWE return looms after Seth Rollins' injury shakeup. Brock Lesnar might be gearing up for an earlier return to WWE than anyone expected, as the company scrambles to adjust following Seth Rollins' recent injury. The news of Rollins being pulled from WWE's Super Show tour in Japan due to a confirmed shoulder issue sent shockwaves through the locker room and creative departments alike. With surgery now reportedly being considered for Rollins, WWE's main event plans have been thrown into uncertainty. In response, internal discussions have begun about bringing back the Beast incarnate sooner than planned, and it appears that the biggest beneficiary of this move could be none other than Braun Breaker. Rollins' injury couldn't have come at a worse time. As one of the cornerstones of WWE's current era, his presence has been vital to both Raw's creative direction and the company's long-term storylines heading into 2026. Without him, WWE finds itself in a difficult position, forced to reshuffle key rivalries and event lineups. According to multiple reports, Lesnar was not scheduled to make a major return until the War Games event, followed by the 2026 Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia and then WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. However, with Rollins out, those plans might have to change dramatically. During a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, veteran wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer discussed the situation and shed light on how WWE might pivot. He explained that Lesnar's name had been brought up as someone the company could use to fill the void left by Rollins' absence. Meltzer noted that Lesnar's role in recent years has often been strategic. WWE tends to deploy him for high-impact matches that either elevate another superstar or bridge major storylines together. In this case, that other superstar could be Braun Breaker, the explosive powerhouse who has quickly become one of the most talked-about names in WWE since his call-up from NXT. Meltzer pointed out that Breaker's rise makes him an ideal candidate for a match with Lesnar, especially if WWE wants to create another career-defining, passing of the torch moment. He mentioned that Lesnar's role at this point in his career isn't about reclaiming championships but about solidifying his legacy by helping the next generation of top stars break through. Breaker, who has already been positioned as a dominant force post-Crown Jewel, fits that mold perfectly. Meltzer emphasized that there would be little sense in having Lesnar face an already established star like Drew McIntyre again, noting that Lesnar had already done the honors for McIntyre during the pandemic era, a time when limited crowd presence dulled what could have been a monumental moment. The idea, according to Meltzer, would be to have Lesnar return and bulldoze through a few competitors, re-establishing his unstoppable aura before finally colliding with Breaker. Such a storyline could do wonders for Breaker's career, cementing him as a legitimate main eventer and future face of the company. Lesnar, in turn, would once again serve as the measuring stick, the immovable object that every rising star dreams of conquering. But Lesnar's potential return doesn't just open the door for a feud with Breaker. Meltzer also mentioned Cody Rhodes as another possible opponent for the Beast. Rhodes' ongoing journey, built around finishing the story and solidifying his place atop WWE, makes him another natural choice for a high-profile feud. In fact, Cody briefly mentioned Lesnar in a recent promo, sparking speculation that WWE might be planting seeds for that confrontation. Meltzer speculated that this could be WWE's way of teasing a future direction, even if it wasn't originally part of their immediate plans. He also highlighted that the current WWE landscape is unusually complex. With CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns each involved in their own major storylines, the creative team is juggling multiple narratives that need to intersect at some point. In this environment, Lesnar could be the perfect bridge, a flexible and high-profile star who can connect disparate threads together. WWE has a history of relying on Lesnar in moments of uncertainty. Whether it's filling a gap due to injury, boosting ratings, or providing a marquee attraction for a major event, Lesnar's presence always commands attention. Bringing him back early, especially when the company's top babyface in Rollins is sidelined, would be a logical move. There's also the business perspective to consider. Lesnar's appearances, even limited ones, have a massive impact on ticket sales and viewership. His return to television in early 2025 would generate instant buzz and help stabilize WWE's main event picture heading into the crucial months before WrestleMania season. For a company navigating both creative and commercial challenges following Rollins' absence, Lesnar's involvement could serve as the perfect stopgap. Braun Breaker's involvement adds another intriguing layer to the situation. Ever since his main roster debut, Breaker has been portrayed as a generational athlete, the kind of powerhouse who evokes memories of legends like Goldberg and Lesnar himself. His speed, aggression, and intensity have quickly made him a fan favorite and a credible threat to established stars. Pairing him with Lesnar could not only deliver a blockbuster match, but also symbolize the transition from one era to the next. It would be a modern retelling of the classic wrestling story, the young lion challenging the apex predator. If WWE decides to move forward with this direction, it would likely mark a major turning point in Breakker's career. A feud with Lesnar, even in defeat, could elevate him to a level few young talents achieve so quickly. But if WWE were bold enough to have Breakker actually defeat Lesnar, it would instantly solidify him as a main event player, a moment on par with McIntyre's victory over Lesnar at WrestleMania 36, but under far better circumstances with a live crowd to witness it. Meltzer's comments also hinted that WWE's creative plans are currently very fluid. He noted that everything's up in the air now, as the company reassesses its path toward Survivor Series and beyond. With Rollins potentially out for an extended period, several storylines will need reworking, and Lesnar's earlier-than-expected return could be the linchpin that keeps everything moving smoothly. Whether WWE chooses to have him face Breakker, Rhodes, or even another top-tier name, one thing is clear: Lesnar's reintroduction into the mix would instantly reshape the company's main event scene. There's also speculation that WWE could use Lesnar's return to reignite dormant rivalries or create dream matches that fans have long been asking for. A match with Cody Rhodes, for example, would pit two of the company's biggest names against each other. While a clash with Breakker would offer something fresh and unpredictable, WWE could even position Lesnar as a wild card heading into the Royal Rumble, setting up whichever storyline best fits their evolving plans. From a narrative standpoint, Lesnar's early return would make sense. WWE thrives on surprise moments, and having the Beast suddenly emerge on Raw or SmackDown to confront a rising star would create instant drama. It would also allow the company to maintain momentum through an uncertain period when one of its key performers is sidelined. Given Lesnar's history of dominating headlines and delivering memorable moments, this move could be exactly what WWE needs to keep fans engaged. Still, questions remain about how soon Lesnar would be ready to step back into the ring and how his appearance schedule might change as a result. Historically, Lesnar's WWE deals have been structured around limited dates, with the company carefully choosing when and where to use him for maximum impact. If he's indeed being brought back earlier than planned, it suggests that WWE is willing to adjust those terms, perhaps even adding more appearances to his contract for 2025. At the same time, WWE has to be careful not to overexpose Lesnar. Part of what makes him so effective is his aura of rarity. Fans know that when he shows up, it means something important is about to happen. Using him strategically, perhaps to set up Breakker's next big moment or to push forward Cody Rhodes' ongoing story, could strike the perfect balance. As of now, nothing has been made official. WWE has not confirmed any changes to Lesnar's schedule or hinted publicly at his early return. But the fact that his name is being discussed again for television in 2025, outside of his already booked appearances at the Rumble and WrestleMania, speaks volumes about how seriously the company is taking Rollins' injury and the broader creative challenges it presents. If history is any indication, WWE will use this moment to turn adversity into opportunity. Lesnar's early comeback could not only fill the immediate void left by Rollins but also launch new stars like Braun Breakker into the spotlight. Whether he faces Breakker, Cody Rhodes, or someone else entirely, one thing is certain: the Beast's presence will once again reshape the landscape of WWE, reminding everyone why his name still carries so much weight in the world of professional wrestling.